Karibu, that means welcome in Kiswahili. Today, I'm going to take you through ornamentation, the wearing of aspects that will really elevate and accentuate beauty. So, in Africa, ornamentation goes back to over 75,000 years. And this was the latest discovery in 2014 when archaeologists excavated artifacts that were of ostrich eggshells nature that were used those many years. Today, we want to discuss ornamentation in the concept of Kenyan communities, especially the pastoralist communities of Kenya. What did they use for ornaments? Before the coming of glass beads, they used bones, eggshells from ostrich, fibrous materials, seashells or cowrie shells. However interior a community were, you could still find cowrie shells, because cowrie shells were also part of butter. So however far from the sea, those items found themselves coming all the way to the hinterlands. I want to pick the first item, which will show its craftsmanship by use of leather, cowrie shells, and glass beads. This item would show the status of the wearer. In this particular case, this one was used by a Kipsigis woman priestess who oversaw girls in seclusion. So this made her stood out from the other women. Anytime she walked around, it meant she held a higher status in the community as a sponsor and a teacher of girls in seclusion. Before I go further, I want to discuss issues of colors in beadwork that is done in most pastoralist communities in Kenya. As you can see, all these items look very colorful, yet the choice of colors is different. But in all of them, you'll realize there are colors that are common, like red, which signifies strength, valor, and green, which signifies the earth. Yellow signifies fertility, and orange, warmth. Black also is very common because it signifies unity and harmony. This is a Turkana. It's a Turkana item, one on the neck. However big, this item is light. It's not as heavy as it looks. I want to invite you to see how well the beadwork is done. Yes, and also how the colors are spread all over this particular artifact. The next artifact is an artifact from the Samburu of Kenya. They also have unique colors, more of green, and like in the Turkana we have less of green. The Samburus, theirs has a lot of green and white, which signifies milk and purity. This other item is also from a community that is in the Rift Valley part of Kenya, and this is from the Pokot community that resides along either the western part of Kenya and the Lake Baringo area. For them, issues of fertility, warmth, valor, strength really stand out in their ornamentation. Ornaments were worn either on the neck, they were worn on the forehead, on the legs, and on the arms. This particular one is worn by the Turkanas, and it is worn on the neck. Notice how broad it is. It would cover the entire neck of a person and make them appear like they have longer necks that will made women more beautiful. This is also an item worn by Turkana women on their head. It's more like a wig, but you can look at the decoration and the ornamentation on it, up to including a beautiful feather that is put on its top, just to beautify the owner and make the owner stand out in a crowd. As I have said, bones were also used as an item for making body ornamentation. And this is a Turkana belt that is made of a combination of bones, bead glass, and wood. Yet, with the combination of all these, though all very different and diverse, it comes out to make a very beautiful belt that accentuates the wearing of clothes of any woman. This is a Turkana wedding apron worn by a bride-to-be. Notice the very beautiful, yet it's very minimal beading, but it comes out so beautifully, well spread all over, making this item very unique and beautiful.